Yes, speed. Primers felt good. You know, feel a bit quite whipping. Bar's being placed exactly where I want it. The speed from the bar is coming from predominantly knee extension, so my hips are still back. So yeah, that was quite tasty. So starting with the complex, obviously trying to focus on the thigh yeah. Couple of things to note. My snatch balances weren't quite snatch balances, they were essentially behind the neck snatch root jerks. It's been a while since snatch balance, so I think I was a bit rusty with them. There's a couple where like the bar height doesn't exceed its maximum height, but there's quite a few of them where you literally see the bar like essentially get jerked from the knee squat down underneath it. Something I really do want to focus on is try and power snatch how I normally snatch, rather than trying to find like a different feeling in the power snatch, which I think is why there's such a big difference between the two. In sense of like, I wanted to focus on not just splitting my feet as wide as I could, but just like splitting them to where I did on the snatch and just trying to stop early, but it didn't quite work out that way. It's something I would like to focus on when power snatching, so it has a better carryover to normal snatch, but at the same time, like, isn't the whole idea of the power snatch you just fucking yeet it as hard as you can into the air? The whole idea is you generate as much fucking height in that bar as possible. They felt good. Obviously I got a bit shaky once I got to like 77 plus. I think my limit today was 82.5 again, which is the same as last week. But it was very much a less convincing snatch. Something I'm happy about is that the speed now doesn't seem that bad when it comes to the actual like second and third pull. When I first sort of transitioned to thigh brushing, I lost obviously a lot of the dip and speed I was getting from hip contact. But it doesn't actually seem to be too slow, at least at like moderate percentages. And then I know it isn't a full snatch day. I'm also demonstrated on the snatch balances, then the powers I do it sort of exaggerate from the feet, but I am very happy with like how consistent my feet are landing on the snatches. Just one thing I noticed is that I don't think it's quite the same with cleans. I'll put this bit in a question at the end of the session, but you know, should I be aiming to have the same foot position on my snatch recoveries, my clean recoveries, my front squats, back squats, whatever, or can there be variations? Can there be variations based on, you know, if the bar's overhead, if the bar's in the front rack, if the bar's on my back, you know what I mean? So like, you know, can I get away with having my feet land slightly lower than they do in the snatch in the clean because the bar's not fixated overhead, it's fixated on my trunk? If that makes sense. And then I thought I'd just show you the two working sets. So I did 105, really tried to focus on bringing my feet out, but didn't quite do that. But I could feel like a difference in my hips in terms of they were wider than where I normally have them. On the 105 you'll have to forgive the jerk. What was wrong with it? I think when I racked it, my right hand was just a bit funny on the bar, like it wasn't where I would normally want it. It wasn't in my palm essentially. And I think I just sort of rushed the jerk in, you can sort of see it flipped a bit. Yeah, my legs do not feel strong at the moment. Standing up clean is a fucking chore.